You know, when did Destiny 1 come out? Destiny 1 came out, fucking hell. Has it been roughly 10 years? I think it's been, we're either approaching 10 years or we've arrived at 10 years. And I remember every single game that has come out since Destiny 1 launched that was dubbed the Destiny Killer. Division 1, Division 2, Anthem, Borderlands 3. Like, the list went on and on and on for all of these different games that came out that were trying to kill Destiny. That was trying to pull people away from the game, drive them away from Destiny, and then welcome them into the arms of this new thing that was basically copying what Destiny was doing. And a lot of those games died. They didn't last. They lasted for a while, maybe around 6 to 8 months, but then people lost interest and then they slowly gravitated back to Destiny. And there's a streamer who doesn't play this game anymore, but I remember it was around, I want to say it was just a little bit before Rise of Iron. That in the middle of one of his streams, he says something along the lines of the only people that can kill Destiny is Bungie. And I laughed because I was like, that's not possible. Like, why would you want to kill your golden cow, the golden goose? Why would you want to throw your treasure overboard and back into the sea? And the answer is quite simple. The answer is the exact same answer you get to anything as to why people's motivations destroy a really good thing. And it's greed. And it's greed from the top, which is very, very depressing to see. Because for the longest time, I feel as though the idea that we've had of Bungie is that company from the end of Halo Reach. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna see if I can find uh that video where at the end of Halo Reach, when Bungie was leaving, they did a vidoc where they were like, thanks for thanks for playing our game. Thank you so much to the community. We'll see you in the next one. And I'm not gonna be able to find it. But like I was really hoping to be able to find it. Is it this one right here? I think it's this one right here. Where at the end of Halo Reach, they did like a whole vidoc, which kind of showed just how much not only they love the community and how much they loved making Halo in general, but the type of company that they were, the type of game developer that they were, that their idea of game development was essentially in regards to the fans and making sure that the product that they put out was something that the fans were going to have fun with and were going to like thoroughly and completely fucking enjoy, right? When Destiny 2 came out, there was a shift. There was a shift in the idea that this thing, this risk that we took to become a major studio, it unexpectedly paid off. And not only did it pay off, we might even be able to become an independent company separate from Activision and what Activision wants. And we lauded that change. We jumped up and down. It was the greatest fucking like thing ever. Finally, the Activision overlords were gonna go away, and the monetizations and all the grifting would fucking disappear. It did not disappear. It grew exponentially. Eververse became a fucking thing. Selling shaders, selling ghosts, selling ships, All of these things were removed from rewards. You're watching the Halo Reach vid doc right now. In this vid doc, you could go off and get 300 assassinations and get an entire fucking suit of armor that when you were playing multiplayer and other people saw you in that armor, it's like, holy shit, that guy has a samurai armor, or holy shit, that guy has the full recon armor, or holy shit, he has the full ODST armor, or holy shit, he has the entirety of Emil's armor. That dude grinded and played the fuck out of this game. Destiny 1 had that. Destiny 1 had that where you sat down and you ran the raid with your friends and you got rewards, and then you went back to the tower and people in the tower would slow down and look at you. I remember when I got Chatter White and I was walking around the tower in the white and gold, and people would slow up, back up, and I kind of look at your character like, what the fuck? And then when you went out and you got Glowhoo, and you showed up with Glowhoo, and you're standing in the tower just as glowing blue because you were one of the people who killed Crota, or when the Age of Triumph came around and you got the really sick I forgot the word for it, escapes me, but you got the really sick revisions to the classical armor with like the pulsating horns and all the things protruding off of the side of it, and people in the tower would be like, holy shit, that dude beat the raid on heroic, that dude beat so and so on heroic, that dude figured out the puzzle, that dude went after Outbreak Perfected and was able to fucking get it inside of the raid. There was a sense of accomplishment where you would have to find out where this thing was. The first time in, you went off and you found the Whisper mission in D1 on the Hellmouth. Those were great feelings. That instilled a sense of accomplishment inside of your fans, inside of the player itself. You felt as though you had accomplished something. Destiny 2 does not have that. Destiny 2, every single time a new season drops, there's a season pass. Give me $10. There's 5 new skins. Give me $10. Give me $20. They started off as 10, where they were only like, I think they were like 1,000 silver. Then they went to 1,500. Now they're at 2,000. They're 20 whole fucking dollars now. The dungeons used to be attached to the season. You paid $10, you had access to the fucking dungeon. That was chopped in half. Now it's $10 for the season, $10 for the dungeon. If you don't want to do that, buy the $150 special edition of our fucking game. You don't want to do that, we've got what do we got here? We've got emotes, ships for the Geralta Rivia thing. We've got season rank skips that you can spend silver on. We've got shaders. We've got bundles, more shaders attached to a fucking weapon bundle. We've got armor ornaments. We've got more emotes. We've got ghost shells. We've got more sparrows, more ships. All the oversaturation. Because in Destiny 1, most of this stuff would have been rewards. Like this right here, this would have been a reward for probably figuring out Outbreak Perfected. Or this Sparrow would be a reward from Sparrow Racing League. Or this specific ghost would be for figuring out a puzzle on Neo Muna inside the arcade, or beating that Nightfall in a certain amount of time. It'd be like, here you go, here's your reward, an arcade shell, so that you can show it off to show people that you beat the Nightfall in under 5 minutes. That is no longer the case, because now what is most important is the revenue. What do we have here? We have others said they were rebuffed repeatedly and discouraged from even discussing the layoffs whenever they tried to ask questions. Employee in one department recalled a post-layoffs Q&A session where a department head was asked if leadership taking salary cuts to prevent layoffs had been considered, only to respond that Bungie was not that type of company. What does that mean? The people up top don't give a shit about layoffs because they're not going to get laid off. The people at the top can completely fuck a company They can fuck your employees. They can fuck up the way in which you do revenue. They can fuck up your reputation, and then these people can leave that company. They can leave that company and go to a completely different fucking company and continue to do their bullshit all over again. The middlemen, the low men, it's your job to fucking suffer. Oh, we're not a company about crunching until it becomes crunch time because you have to succeed. Because if you don't fucking succeed, Sony will take full control of your company. How did we get here? That's the question everybody's been looking around and fucking asking over the last few days. We got here due to stupidity. We got here because of greed. But it's not as though you should be shocked in any way, shape, or form. This is essentially just a continuation of what we have been dealing with since Destiny 1. Instead of it being on a micro scale inside of a game where the faults of the company are reflected inside of the game, now the cracks are wide enough that you can see that what you've been suffering from inside the game, where it feels as though they don't listen to you, where it feels as though they're nickel and diming you, where they feel as though they're demeaning you, where you're no longer a person, you're a fucking wallet. That is Bungie culture. Bungie culture is, I don't give a shit, you're a fucking employee, shut the fuck up and do exactly what I say. It doesn't matter if the ideas that you have are designed to make the game better. Why the fuck would I make the game better and make people have fun if it means that I don't get the amount of money that I want? Why would I make a bunch of really fun changes and developments so that we can retain more players and increase our reputation when I need to buy a new fucking Bugatti or I need to have a new fucking a yacht by Christmas so I can take my family on fucking vacation to the Canaans. That's the issue. Upper management is the issue. Upper management is always the issue. They are so divorced from what the lower people in the company, what the normal employees are dealing with and going through, that they can't empathize. They can't understand the damage that they're doing because they're disconnected. They're not the ones playing the fucking game. They're not the ones running the raids. They're not the ones who have to create content. They're not the ones who need to build a fucking pipeline and then deliver on that fucking pipeline. All they are is about revenue. So am I sad in any way, shape, or form that Sony put a fucking clause in there, which was like, yeah, you guys are fucking independent, but if you can't run this fucking ship correctly and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you're crippling your product, we take full control of you guys on your executive board. Am I shocked in any way, shape, or form? No. Because Sony management is going to come in and do what Sony management does. They're going to come in, they're going to they're going to remove everybody that's currently on the board. You're going to start seeing resignations from the top brass. Like who's the fucking top brass? You're going to see Jason Jones, you're going to see him leave. You're going to see Eric Lempel leave. You're gonna see Luis Villegas leave. You're gonna see Pete Parsons leave. You're gonna see all these people retire. All these people fucking leave, and then you're gonna see Sony bring in their people, and then Sony's gonna look at the management that's left and be like, "What do you guys need to make this game succeed?" And then those managers, the ones who are on the floor with the regular employees that have been asking to make these changes and were basically told fucking no, they're gonna be like, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, we want to implement this, we want to make those changes. And Sony will be like, I'll give you guys 8 months. 8 months to implement all the changes that you want to make and take the game in the direction that you want to fucking take it in. Go. Complete reset. Everybody has to go. Luke Smith has to go. Everybody has to go. The entire upper management of Bungie needs to just be cleared out. 100% removed. I am 100% for Sony taking full control of Bungie because it is essentially what Bungie deserves. It is what Bungie deserves. I feel as though Bungie would work better looking around at the other Sony companies, looking around at Naughty Dog, looking around at Insomniac. looking around at the products that they've essentially put out over the last few years, I think Sony leadership would in all honesty be the best thing that probably happened to Destiny. The best thing that probably happened to Destiny since, I don't fucking know, Taken King. It would be the best decision ever. Fuck the independence. You guys were never truly independent. You were a low IQ herd dictatorship at the top that had no fucking clue what it was that your employees actually needed. And when they came at you asking, because remember a year ago that the employees went to Bungie and were like, hey, we want to implement these changes to make the game better, to deliver the best version of the game. And they were told no, because if you deliver, as in if you deliver a solid product to the fans, to the consumers, they will consistently expect you to deliver. So we can't deliver any type of changes that would be received as great or fun. We have to make sure that we maintain the status quo. When that was suggested a year ago, we wrote it off. We didn't dive into it as hard as we're diving into it now, as we're watching the cracks appear in the side of the fucking building, and the monument begins to fucking crumble. I don't know what to say. Outside of what I just said, I don't know what else to say. Because you look at this and it's like, oh, independence, but independence at what cost? It's not independence for your employees, because the ones that are left, you're working them to death. You've delayed the final shape. Like, I understand where a lot of fans are currently coming from currently, where they're like, I'm just here to see how this story ends. And once this story ends, I'm gone. I don't care what happens after, unless you deliver an absolute fucking banger. I do not care. But then the answer is, if they do deliver a fucking banger, and they make that revenue that they're hoping the final shape will fucking make, these same people are going to be in charge. Which means that what you need is to fail. Like what did my man say? Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Hold on. Where's it at? Is this it right here? No, it's right here. Right here. Ant-Man Quantumania. What my man said? I don't have to win. Yep, we both just have to lose. I'm 100% for everything falling apart. If it means that executive leadership is gone, and it means that Sony takes control and they put in people that are more game oriented than revenue oriented, because they don't have to worry about the revenue side anymore, because guess what? They're backed by Sony, who's in full control, who can support any of the decisions or the directions that they choose to go in. I'm there for it. 100% there for it. Without question, in any way, shape, or form. And a lot of the comments section absolutely fucking agree. Like, people in San Antonio is industry, no one is here proper credit they deserve. How different would it be today if we were still focused to use ratchet straps and, God forbid, rope tie downs? But that's different. Those are gameplay changes. The Bungie that implemented all of those gameplay changes in order to make a more robust and fun game, they're gone. They're not interested in that. They're interested in selling you skins. They're interested in selling you shaders. They want to sell you ships. They want to sell you sparrows. They want to sell you ghosts. They want to piecemeal everything to make as much money as possible, to monetize as much as possible. This person has it exactly correct. Employees in one department, yes. This is always the best part. You can't beat the fact that execs, aka the people in charge making decisions, ultimately led the company to its struggles in the first place, not only have no threat of losing their jobs, they don't, but not even threat of a pay cut. That's also true. They don't have to worry about their not getting a pay cut. They got their salaries. Most of these motherfuckers get paid up front, beginning of the year, or every 3 months. So it doesn't matter to them if the rank and file gets fucked is fucked. That their entire situation is just screwed for the winter or going into the new year. Fuck them. We'll replace them. They're replaceable. We're not replaceable. We're the ones running this ship. Well, guess what? You just ran that ship a fucking ground. And I can really only hope that all you motherfuckers get fired. Because I love the fact that, like, they went off to work on Marathon as, like, their next big game. And they went off to work Marathon in the next big game. And when people tested it in secret, the streamers went to go test it. They were like, no, this is dog shit. And then they started scrambling. I fucking love that shit. I'm hoping that everything outside of Destiny fucking fails. Everything fails. So you gotta throw everything in the goddamn trash and focus up. But before we focus up, we need to get rid of everybody up top. Whole top leadership gotta go. Sorry. You can't stay. Like you staying is completely fucking what I love. And I can't have you here. But let me know what you think about this whole situation about Bungie and Destiny and just the sheer stupidity of it all. The layoffs, the cuts, the Sony takeover. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.